is up, everybody? It is time. Let it play out. We're probably trying to go way too crazy with the new graphic. We're figuring it out as we go live. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to talk about the full card. It is UFC 264, Poirier versus McGregor 3. The early predictions, we're still getting predictions out. You're going to see them again next week. The finalized picks, the early leans here. I've looked into the fighters all on the card. I have a good idea of pretty much everybody. We'll definitely be talking about all these exciting matchups. Had a fun weekend as well with the Gan card. Lots of exciting stuff on the way. The intro's nice, man. We're working on mastering it. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in live. Definitely some money plays to be made, some cash to be made on this card. I'm super excited, and honestly, I couldn't wait, a whole week to talk about it. I got multiple videos coming out this week. We're going to be talking about all types of things, mixed martial arts. We'll talk about some random subjects as well. Definitely going to have some interesting content this week, as we do have a drought of the highest level of MMA, but we'll still be doing the LFA predictions, and we'll do some CFFC predictions as well. I do appreciate everybody. Smash the like button. Goal on this video, we need to surpass 100 likes for this early prediction video. I believe we definitely will. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to. Got a lot of stuff coming. I'm super excited. I want to start talking about these fights on the card. The first fight of the night is all the way down at the bottom. And one thing to note, I do want to spice up the live streams a bit. Any ideas, suggestions, let me know for the fight. Obviously, during the fight live streams. Also thinking maybe some live punishment or something like that. Like if the prediction's way off or something like that, maybe I'll eat like some ghost peppers, some jalapenos. We got some crazy stuff coming. I am trying to spice it up, give you guys some more excitement and entertainment as we watch it live. But we need to talk about the first fight of the night. It is Alan Amandovski versus Yazong Hu. All right, so both these guys are not all that high level. Probably both don't even have that much staying power in the UFC. On the side of Yazong, he's only 26, and he has not fought in over 2 years, 2.5 years. That was against Rashad Coulter. You guys remember Rashad Coulter? Powerful puncher for sure. But as far as overall skill set, not that dynamic. On the other side, you have a man who got knocked out in one punch by John Phillips a year and a half ago, Alan Amandovski. Neither guy brings elite level game, striking skill sets. Both guys do have some decent Thai boxing. I feel like Yazong, he gets hit a lot down the center. At least he did 2.5 years ago. But he's so young in the game. He's definitely lost some fat. He's going to be down a weight class at 185 pounds here. Neither guy has had these great showings, but I got to give credit where it's due. Alan Amandovski did go the distance with Krzysztof Jutko. On the other side, lost to Cyril Asker, and a loss to Rashad Coulter for Yazong Hu, and a loss to John Phillips for Amandovski. I'm surprised that either of these guys are still on the UFC roster after their long layoffs and terrible performances. I'll be honest, this is not really a fight that you want to throw substantial dough at because neither guy has elite level skill sets. I'm kind of feeling dog or pass play because of the serious size advantage, 6'3" to 5'10". He's going to be hard to put down. Yazong is actually pretty physically strong. Granted, Amandovski was unbeaten 8-0 before he came over to the UFC. The prediction here is a shaky one. It's still the early prediction, so it might change as time goes on. I'll be doing more research, but from what I've looked up from both these guys at this moment, I feel like Amandovski is a more versatile fighter, but there's still value in the dog bet. And Yazong Hu, I'm going to have to pick the younger Yazong Hu, the underdog in this matchup. I'm going to pick him right now. It definitely might change as we do the official full card predictions videos next week. But right now, I'm slightly leading Yazong to win this fight on a competitive decision. The simple sheer size of him could be an advantage. And I mean, he does have promising striking attributes and physical strength against Alan Amandovski, who definitely doesn't have the power of Rashad Coulter. I think Yazong could pull off a victory. I'll pick decision. This fight can go a number of ways. Dog or pass type play here at the moment. Neither guy extremely impressive in my opinion. But with Amadovsky, he may shut us all up and prove us wrong. But a 14-second loss to John Phillips is hard to look at. Zhalgas Zhumagov versus Jerome Rivera. Flyweight battle. Both losing streaks, but man, Jerome Rivera is not UFC ready. I'm going to say that straight up. He is not at this point UFC ready. He's decent mixed martial artist, rangy style of striking. He is really tall for the weight class at 5'10", with a 72.5-inch reach. You look at 3 straight losses. He loses to Tyson Nam, no shame. He loses to Francisco Figueiredo, really no shame either. Ode Osborne, he loses by a knockout. Just that alone, MMA math doesn't work, but Zhalgas Zhumagov is definitely higher level, in my opinion, than Francisco Figueiredo. I feel like Zhalgas Zhumagav's grappling is what is going to be the difference maker here. I think he's going to get the fight to the ground. I think he's going to control from the top position, and I think he's going to probably work towards a grinding decision victory. I'm going to pick Zhalgas. Zhalgas definitely can strike too. Both guys decent strikers, but much more high-level competition on the side of Zhalgas. He actually has a win over Ali Bagautinov, controversial win over Tigir Ulanbekov. Zhalgas Zhumagov to win this fight, decision victory. His striking is not bad. Granted, he's at a serious range disadvantage, so I see him forcing his way inside, takedowns, control from the top. Zhalgas Zhumagov to win this fight. And I do believe he's a very strong minus 375, minus 400. You might be looking at him at minus 450, maybe even minus 500 next week. I think Zhumagov's decision, so maybe, just maybe, let's see what the props are at right now. The very early props, which right now there's some value at. Zhumagov wins a decision is minus 110. He's really expected to win by a decision. And I do think this fight does go the distance. That's a minus 180. I mean, that's not terrible. Could Zhumagov get a finish? Maybe. Do I see Rivera finishing Zhumagov? No. Unlikely that Zhalgas finishes him unless it would be a submission, but it's not like Jerome Rivera's a schmo on the ground. I mean, the guy's decent. I'm going to pick Zhalgas. Domination, grappling control. He's going to win the fight and give Jerome Rivera his 4th straight loss, which sucks for a guy as young as he is, but he will be back. Omari Akhmedov and Brad Tavares, 185 pounds. When I first saw this fight, I was thinking, maybe Omari Akhmedov truly is a valuable dog. But the more you start realizing Brad Tavares has a really nice resume alongside quality kickboxing skills, solid takedown defense, not really a dynamite puncher, but not an easy guy to put away either. He's been stopped. I mean, head kick to Shabazian. No shame. Israel Adesanya lost. No shame. He went 5 rounds with Israel Adesanya. Keep on scrolling. I mean, he was on a nice 4-fight win streak at one point here. Antonio Carlos Jr., a very dangerous grappler he beat. The resume's not bad. Lost by decision to El Romero. I mean, realistically speaking, Brad Tavares has fought a who's who of middleweights, and I mean, he doesn't get finished that easily. He's not an easy guy to put away. 3-2 in his last 5. On the other side, Omari Akhmedov, a beast of a grappler, physically extremely strong, comes in close, holds you, takes you down, controls you from the top position. At an underdog, yeah, there's going to be value in Omari Akhmedov because he definitely could grapple the hell out of Brad Tavares. But I feel like I have to ride Tavares with a more versatile skill set. Forget about the odds for a second. I think that just Brad Tavares simply has more tools for victory. I think a win by a competitive decision is probably likely for Brad Tavares. I think he's going to beat Omari Akhmedov. Striking-wise, Akhmedov does not impress me. On the ground, he is good, but Tavares is definitely capable enough and has fought high enough level competition, trains at Extreme Couture. He's around wrestlers all the time. He's going to win a decision against Omari Akhmedov. He is a slight favorite. I could see those lines closing in a bit more as the week goes on because I think people are going to be tempted to bet the dog. I like Tavares, minus 175, minus 163. I do think he'll get the W. Tavares to win by a decision, plus 155. Don't love the props on that one, but I do think Brad Tavares gets a W over Omari Akhmedov, and I do think it is by decision. Let's keep on moving through this card. Let's get to the 4th fight of the night. It's Jennifer Maia and Jessica Eye. Jessica Eye is, I guess, what you would consider the true alpha female. I mean, that's the vibe I get from her. She's got that swagger. She's tough. She's got nice hands. I mean, she definitely can strike decently in the right matchups. Actually, Jennifer Maia and her striking-wise, clear favorite. Jessica Eye, I think, could outbox Jennifer Maia. The thing is, Jennifer Maia on the ground doesn't nearly submit, but puts Valentina Shevchenko in bad positions. Jessica Eye, grappling-wise, is not near the level of Jennifer. Physical strength advantage. You're going to see the takedown. You're going to see the control. You're going to see Jennifer Maia use the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game. She is shorter by 2 inches. She's going to find a way inside. She's going to use her not really awkward striking, but her kind of basic striking game to set up takedowns. Watch her throw some straight punches, duck under, look for a body lock, look to get this fight against the cage, look for trips from there. I think she'll find the back of Jessica Eye at points. The thing is, do I see her tapping out Jessica Eye? You see decision wins are kind of commonplace. Granted, she did submit Calderwood, 2 losses by decision there for Jessica Eye. Eye doesn't do well against girls with very, very good grappling games. Jennifer Maia, one of those girls, definitely physically stronger. Jessica Eye does move good. She fights well from the mid-range. Her hands are nice. There's really things to like for Jessica Eye always, and I do enjoy watching her give her best effort out there. I like Jessica Eye. She's a good girl, but I have to pick against her. Jennifer Maia for the victory. I believe decision. I think she could get a submission, but it's not like Jessica Eye gets finished all that often. I mean, yeah, Valentina Shevchenko nearly kicks her head clean off, but Jennifer Maia is not going to do that. It's going to be grappling, holding, control, potential submission attempts. I think Eye fights out of them. Unanimous decision for Jennifer Maia here. And let's check the odds of this fight. Jennifer Maia minus 200, minus 188, plus 165. If there's a such thing as a lock in women's MMA, that's a value bet. I think this is the one. Maia by decision plus 110. I don't love betting props with women's MMA especially. I think Jennifer Maia is actually one of the few women's MMA fights that I feel confident on. But then we say that and she's going to get knocked out by an uppercut by Jessica Eye. Unlikely though, because she didn't get stopped by Valentina. I'm riding Jennifer Maia. She gets the win here. I do think probably by a decision using that grappling game. But let me check up on that live chat, see what you guys are talking about in here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Smash that like button. As I said, goal, we need at least 100 likes on this video. These early predictions were here long before the fights do take place. Man, we got a lot of comments up in here. Random Asian fighters are always a fade. That's a fantastic line. Yeah, first time at 85. I should go live for Tough on Tuesday. I'm actually thinking that's what I'm going to do. I will try to do the live show Tuesday for Tough. Carlos Condit, the final fight of the prelims, that's going to be pumped. I'm excited to talk about that fight too. Jerome Rivera's not that good. No, he's not great, and especially in this matchup. Really feel good about Michelle Pereira and Max Griffin. We'll talk about that momentarily. You like Zavalga's decision? Yeah, that's the play for sure. Thiago Santos, he's a monster. When Santos is on, he's terrifying. Jerome sucks. No, I don't know if he sucks. He's just not at the level of Zalgas. If Zalgas strikes with him, he could potentially be in trouble, because if you look at the striking game, Jerome Rivera is good striking-wise. Jerome, you don't think Jerome has much of a chin? I just think that I don't know if Zalgas is going to be able to close distance as well to land punches. I think better for grappling, but he could definitely hurt him bad. Yeah, some good fights on this card, man. Tavares Omari is a money fight. Yeah, Russian wrestling is another level. You are right about that, but I think he's gonna pull out a win. I'm betting against the Dagestani, which is rare. You guys know I'm big on the Dagestanis, but Omari Akhmedov. I got head kick. You were there for the Eye head kick knockout? That's sick. That was a deadly knockout. You love betting against Eye? Yeah, I think it's a lock. Eye's mediocre. Yeah, she's all right. You hate Eye's striking action. She does miss a lot. I'm glad you guys cashed last weekend, man. Hey, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new. It's MMA Experts. We're doing the live show today for the early predictions. And we got a lot of action coming. And we're going to jump up and now talk about our next fight on the card. I'll check up on that live chat like every 4 fights or so. If you watch it on replay, feel free to skip past it if you don't enjoy it. But I definitely want to show love to the people watching live and give you a chance to interact with me. Well, let's talk about this fight. It's Ryan Hall versus Ilia Topuria. This is a fight that gets me like giddy almost, because Ryan Hall is really nasty with his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And what is Ilia Topuria also amazing at? It's grappling. The guy's a Greco-Roman wrestler. The guy's physically very strong. And realistically speaking, styles make fights. This is the guy to beat Ryan Hall. I'm just going to say it straight out as it is. The physical strength of Topuria will be too much for Hall. The Jiu-Jitsu game is also very nasty. Yes, Ryan Hall's Jiu-Jitsu is terrifying. His leg locks. But a guy like Topuria has seen all that and more. Stylistically, when you have two great grapplers, though, it tends to be striking. Ilia Topuria, more explosive guy, has clear knockout power. I'm actually going to go a whole different way. I think this fight will be some striking. I'm going to say knockout second round, Ilia Topuria. I think he knocks out Ryan Hall on the feet. On the ground, I think he'll fend off the takedowns and defend the submissions. 36, almost 37. This is really Ryan Hall's last shake. I will say, a little bit taller. Granted, Topuria's knocked out tall guys before with decent striking games. Ryan Hall doesn't offer much striking. Amazing jiu-jitsu, probably gives most guys, outside of that, like top 15 type of thing in the featherweight division, tricky fights with his grappling. But Topuria is the absolute worst matchup for him at this point because it's nightmare jiu-jitsu, but it's also that Ilia Topuria has a Greco-Roman wrestling background and he's physically stronger than Ryan Hall. I don't see Ryan Hall tapping him. I see Topuria defending all those attacks. Expect Hall to go for the leg lock. Topuria's seen it all. He's been in there with high-level grapplers, a lot younger than Ryan Hall, but that's going to be a real advantage on the ground. He's going to be faster. I think he'll fend off takedowns, let the hands fly, knockout win. Ilia Topuria in the second round. He ends the mystical Ryan Hall, unfortunately, but Ryan Hall is too inactive. His prime flew past him. When's the last time he fought? Because it's been a while. 2 years almost. And he fought Darren Elkins. He won a decision. Decent enough win, but Darren Elkins is not all that great. Before that, BJ Penn heel hook. That's nice. Gray Maynard. That's cool. Artem Lobov. Yeah, so he's fought 4 times in the UFC in over 5 years, in 5.5 years. It's Ilia Topuria's fight. Way more active, prospect on the rise. Topuria, knockout win, second round. And I think there's going to be some interesting value in Topuria by a knockout prop bet because I don't know if everybody's thinking knockout. Topuria inside the distance is plus 120. We got to see what Topuria by KO is going to be at because I really think that's where the money's going to be made at. I would say betting Topuria straight isn't terrible either because he's such a good grappler. Like, Topuria is literally the hot prospect. Keep an eye. If you like fun featherweights, you like guys with overall really nasty games, power in their hands, but also disgustingly good jiu-jitsu and wrestling, Ilia Topuria is for you. Keep an eye on him. I think he's really got a bright future. Some dominating wins. He beat Damon Jackson, who's really good. He dominates Yusuf Zalal. And then he's got some wins outside of the UFC as well. Hot prospect, very young at just 24 years of age, and he beats Ryan Hall here, in my opinion. Let's keep on moving up. We got a lot of fights on this card and a lot more prelims to go. It's Dricus du Plessis versus Trevin Giles. This fight gets me excited. I like Dricus' striking a lot. Granted, Trevin Giles, persistent grappler. He's going to look to wrestle the hell out of you. He beat Roman Dolidze on a really close and up-in-the-air decision. What does Dricus du Plessis do a lot better? It's definitely strike. You look at his win by knockout. You knock out Marcus Perez. As much as Marcus Perez isn't in the UFC anymore, he's not like elite level UFC. He's not a guy that gets finished. He's a guy that's got a good chin, has been in there with some good strikers, and he was always decent enough. Dricus du Plessis puts him out. He puts out pretty much everybody he fights. Submission also, but knockout of Jolton Luterback. Jolton Luterback, I think, is he a lightweight in PFL? So I'm not going to hold that as a ton of value. But I still think Dricus du Plessis does have some real value in this matchup. It's about, can he stop the takedown? This is one of the fights where the early lean will go one way, but it could change to the other. Trevin Giles brings the grappling game. On the other side, du Plessis brings the striking game. If du Plessis defends a takedown, he wins. I predict he will. I'm going knockout in the second round for Dricus du Plessis. I think he's going to sleep Trevin Giles here and really move forward as one of the most fun prospects at 185. Definitely somebody to keep an eye on. I'm really excited to see Dricus back in action as he takes on Trevin the Problem Giles. I think he knocks him out in the second round and beats the dangerous grappler here. Dricus is like pick'em's odds. He's a slight underdog, actually. If you find him at plus money, he's worth the bet for sure. At even money, not a bad bet either. I think Dricus by a knockout. We'll look at the inside the distance prop, but I really want to talk about the better prop, which would be the knockout prop, because I don't really know if he's going to submit Trevin Giles. Plus 205. Pretty good. We'll see as the odds release later on, probably sometime next week. Next week we're going so deep with the card. We'll have the full card predictions, the non-early lean predictions. We'll have the official prediction video, and then we'll also be doing the best bets video. We'll have some other things about the card. It's a huge card. It's the McGregor card. It's such a big card that we have to do so many videos for it, and that's why I'm doing one way before the fights, because I know a lot of you guys are salivating for this McGregor versus Poirier main event. And overall, the card is stacked. 264 is something that we all are absolutely pumped for. Let's talk about this one. Nico Price, Michel Pereira. I did an early prediction video for this when the fight was announced somewhere on the channel now. It's way back. My goodness. What a fight this is. Nico Price on one side, Michel Pereira on the other. Price striker, Nico Price striker, Michel Pereira also striker. The thing with Nico Price is he does get hit a lot. He has been knocked out before. Michel Pereira, pretty good mixed martial artist. He does kind of get a little bit over aggressive at times with like the spinning stuff, but when he stays technical, he definitely can kickbox at a high level with that Thai-esque style. You saw him beat Chaos Williams in the last one. Oh, man, I'll be honest though, nerve-wracking fight. Granted this, Nico Price did go the distance with Cowboy Cerrone. Cowboy Cerrone pretty much shot, and I don't think he was all that much better against Nico Price as he was against Morono. Morono just slept him because he brings that real power. A guy that's fun to watch for sure is Nico Price, but he has up and down results pretty much all the time. Michel Pereira, Zalima Medeev submission, Chaos Williams win. You see some losses there, but stylistically, this is the matchup that he really wants. Nico Price and him are going to throw down, and when it's a battle of dangerous strikers who are willing to let recklessness overtake, I believe that Michel Pereira is the more superior, reckless style striker. I think Michel knockout. I think he's probably going to stop Nico Price towards the third. But you know what? It could even be in the first. But I'm going to pick third round knockout here. But I think the knockout could happen at any time. I think Price is going to get some licks in of his own. And I wouldn't be absolutely shocked if Nico Price somehow won by upset here, but I'm going to pick Michel Pereira by a KO, and I think he knocks out Nico, the hybrid Price. Let's see here. Nico Price, where are the odds lying? I do think that Michel Pereira is a bit overrated, but he's really fun to watch, and I think this is still a really winnable matchup for him, and I think that he is going to get the victory here. Michel inside the distance, plus 130. Pereira by decision, plus 335. Shoot, it wouldn't shock me if it does go the distance, though. It's just the recklessness and awkwardness of Nico Price makes me feel as though we're going to see a stoppage on either side. Fight doesn't go the distance, and I'm picking Michel Pereira to win by a knockout here. Let's keep on moving up. And let's get to the featured prelim. Max Griffin versus Carlos Condit. Okay, Carlos Condit has turned it around as of late. Court McGee win, and he looked really good. Matt Brown win, which Matt Brown's nasty. Matt Brown just slept Diego Lima in one shot. Granted, Lima's chin always suspect. And you see some victories on the other side from Max Griffin. He's always had like a kind of awkward striking style. It blows my mind. He's just 2 years younger than Carlos Condit, but Carlos Condit seems like he's from a whole different era than Max Griffin. Max Griffin also shut down Mike Perry years ago. Doesn't get enough credit for doing that. People kind of just totally forget that he did that. Carlos Condit is a very good technical mixed martial artist. He's extremely good with his Muay Thai striking. But you know what? Max Griffin has some pretty decent lateral movement and does have some awkwardness. You look at some recent losses. Alex Oliveira split decision. Alex Morono decision. Morono's a nasty fighter, and especially it's a couple years ago. Max Griffin is going to be for real in this fight against Carlos Condit. And obviously the bookmakers see that, and they have him as the slight favorite. I believe the physical strength is actually more of a factor than we're thinking. I feel like Max Griffin wins the clinch battles. I feel like he does have better lateral movement, and he also comes in out of range at this point faster than Carlos Condit. Condit being an older guy, I still think his striking is very dangerous. And if you look at the losses, normally against guys that are going to take him to the ground. Is Max Griffin going to surprise us all and go with a grappling heavy game? I wouldn't be shocked if he did so, but you know what? I believe Carlos Condit has one more win left in him. I think his technical striking could reign against Max Griffin here. It's a very hard pick. And again, early prediction video. The picks are subject to change as we get into next week. Man, my heart wants to say Carlos, but fuck it. I can't do that. Max Griffin's going to beat him, guys. I just know it. I'm thinking of it. I'm seeing the fight in my mind, and I see Max Griffin winning a unanimous decision. As much as I'm dying to pick the natural born killer, I just can't bring myself to do so. I'm picking Max Griffin to win, and it's so unfortunate because I really want to pick Carlos, but I cannot do that. But the heart is for Carlos Condit. But everything else tells me Max Griffin will somehow beat an old Carlos Condit by a decision and send him packing. Minus 172, minus 185, depending where you're at, plus 150 dog. Decision, fight goes the distance. Minus 175, that's a good bet to play if you're looking to save the risk. I don't think Condit or Griffin is necessarily going to knock one another out. I don't know. I just have a feeling we're going distance here. Plus 145 for Griffin by a decision isn't terrible either. Fight goes the distance, minus 175, though, has some real value. I'm super pumped for this fight. Like, this is a nasty featured prelim. This is the featured prelim that I think we're all salivating at. And I'll also try to catch up on that live chat, but we got a lot of chatter going on. And I'll see here what's going on. Ryan Hall's overrated. I do think Hall fights once every 10 years. He does pretty much fight once every 10 years. I do think his age plays a factor negatively. I don't think it's a positive. Yeah, I think Topuria Hall should be on the main card. Who knows, though? They might end up switching it. All right, I'm caught up. We're going to check it from right here and try to get all these live chats read, man. So I apologize if I'm a little bit behind, but we're trying to do it for the people. If you're not interested in the live chat, if you're watching on replay, you definitely can fast forward, but we got to give love to everybody watching live. So that incentivizes you if you aren't watching live and you want to, try to tune into the live streams. You can follow my Instagram. I always post when I'm about to go live on there. So yeah. Also, guys, smash that like button. We need 100 likes on this video. Why would you bet I? I'm not betting I. But you think Maia is one of the better locks on this card? I actually totally agree. Topuria wins. I agree. Ryan Hall's going to get destroyed. I agree. Yeah, Topuria is a good play. You think Ryan gets worked? Pretty much everybody thinks Ryan is getting worked. Your boy Duplessis is from your hometown. Let's go. He's going to get the win. You're going to put money on Hall by sub? I don't think he's doing that against a guy with the grappling game with Topuria. Ilya gets the finish. Yeah, I think he knocks him out. Yeah, Ryan is in big trouble here. You got to root for your hometown guy, Michael. I respect it. He just is not active enough, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Ige could have beat Hall, but I will say, stylistically, that's a more dangerous fight for Dan Ige. The thing is, to be 100% real, Ilya Topuria is just a really nightmare matchup for Ryan Hall. Like, it's just a scary fight for him. Hall will probably get clipped. Yeah, I think he gets knocked out. 9 fights, 30. Yeah, he's 36 with 9 fights. He's not winning. Pettis UFC champ again. Haha, that's funny. I don't think Pettis wins any world title again. Ryan Hall is overrated. Yeah, I think so. I'll play both sides. Hall by sub, Ilya by KO, but Ilya could also get a KO. What did he do before MMA? Ryan Hall was a submission specialist. He worked at Del Taco. You bet to Topuria at plus 1.40. That line's definitely going to collapse. Yeah, it's a good bet. Pretty sure that he's a nasty jiu-jitsu guy. No, I think Dolidze probably could have got the nod. Unfortunately, they gave it to Trevin Giles in that fight. So, yeah, I'll agree, Starman, that I thought that Dolidze might have got it, but Trevin Giles still in this matchup is going to be dangerous for the ground game. Giles is a cop? I don't know. Is he a cop? I actually don't know. I think I've heard something like that, and I wouldn't be shocked. You like Giles, but I don't like betting on the fighters with full-time jobs, especially being in law enforcement. Oh, so he is a cop for sure. Jermaine Durandame is also women's MMA. Totally different aspect. I don't think Giles is going to get the win here over Driscus, whose life is fighting. Don't sleep on Giles. Now, we won't sleep on him. He could win by submission. You don't think he has enough time to train? I don't know. Yeah, I think Price is going to be in for a war. Price fight is going to be so sweet. Price Pereira could literally bounce up, down, and all around. I think both guys have a legit chance, but I am on Pereira. Yeah, Mike Perry, that was the best Mike Perry ever that fought competitively against Luque. Like, let's be honest, Mike Perry has never looked that good ever since then. That was literally the fight that Mike Perry had his peak at. That was pinnacle. Mike Perry is his loss to Vicente Luque, because Vicente Luque gave him serious brain damage and ended his career after that fight. Like, look back, Mike Perry's never been the same since that fight. Pereira by KO? Yeah, I think so. No way Price wins. Yeah, I don't think Price wins, but you never know. His nose got destroyed against Luque. Yeah, Max Griffin will turn into a big favorite, as will Pereira. You're right. Condit. You guys like Condit? Hey, I love Condit, but Max Griffin's going to beat him. He's an OG. Condit's a true OG, but his last dub, it was a win over Matt Brown, who, different type of matchup stylistically. Condit beat Lawler and should have been champ. Hey, unfortunately, he never got the title. Sleeper fight of the card, Condit versus Griffin? Yeah, I'd say so. Condit's too slow now? Yeah. Condit really has slowed the hell down. Grappling turns into a Condit submission? I'd be shocked, man. Lateral movement is like when you're moving side to side. Like if you move left, right, you know, like by the cage, like circling out, and then forward pressure, moving in and out. You know, just movement in general, definitely superior for Max at this point. But because, I mean, Condit's had a lot of knee issues too. Don't forget about that, guys. If I could find time to do streams that I just talk to the chat like MMA Guru, that would be legendary. Dude, if I can get the views to do that, I'll gladly just do a live stream podcast and talk about random stuff with you guys. I'd love to do it. 817, you acting like a big shot. Me acting like a big shot? I'm the big shot, bro. And this is the MMA expert show. So I guess in this community at the moment, I am the big shot, bro. Yeah, he is a cop. Burns or Wonderboy? You're gonna find out as we do the predictions on the main card. But that's good for the live chat. I do have to get back to the predictions. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Smash the like button, guys. Appreciate everybody for being here. The early predictions. The best part about the early predictions is also that casual take, so we really can chat it up. Let's get 100 likes on this video. I think we can probably blow way past it, but I appreciate everybody being here. If you're not watching live, I love you too, but hey, tune into the lives and chat it up with me. I'd love to have you guys here. Love chatting and interacting with the people watching, because honestly, we get some great conversations going. All right, main card time. It is time to talk about the first fight on the main card, which is just a stupid mismatch. Like, Sean O'Malley should be fighting higher level guys than Luis Smolka. Like, you guys know who's going to win this fight. It's going to be Sean O'Malley. It's going to be knockout. Luis Smolka, jiu-jitsu nasty, but he is a smaller guy than Sean O'Malley, physically weaker than Sean O'Malley, in my opinion. Yes, Sean O'Malley's grappling game can potentially be suspect against some of the top guys in the world. He's going to have his way with Luis Smolka. You look at some losses. Smolka loses to Kenny. That's not a bad loss. Matt Schnell, not a bad loss. He beats Ryan McDonald by knockout. That was an impressive win, actually. I remember that. And he beat Quinones by KO. He's willing to strike and trade. He's going to be a fun fight. I guess honestly, looking at the resume of Smolka as of late, this is a great opportunity, because if Luis Smolka can somehow beat Sean O'Malley, amazing work. But the UFC knows that Luis Smolka is not going to beat Sean O'Malley. Striking-wise, he's at a disadvantage. Doesn't have the wrestling game where I'm worried about the threat of the takedown. I feel like O'Malley's going to be able to stay on his feet. And O'Malley's jiu-jitsu isn't terrible. By no means is he a slouch on the ground. Granted, Smolka does have some nasty submissions in the arsenal. Still, Sean O'Malley is going to have a dynamic moment. They're putting him in the perfect matchup. Another showcase fight for Sugar Sean. They are not going to give him a guy that can beat him at least for another 2 fights. Like, they're really slowly trying to build him, and they want to get big money out of Sean O'Malley. He's on the same card as Conor McGregor at this point. That's what they wanted. The true dream is Sean O'Malley to be towards the top of the weight class, because he's a guy that sells. He sells, man. Everybody knows Sean O'Malley. Casuals, like people that I know that are barely into the fight game, all know Sean O'Malley. Like, he's not as known as Conor McGregor, but he's getting to that type of popularity on like a smaller cult style scale. Sean O'Malley, he's going to win this fight. I think he's going to get a knockout. I do think it's probably going to go 2 rounds. I'm going to pick second round knockout for Sean O'Malley over Luis Smolka. And I think Sugar Sean moves forward and continues the Sugar show. We got to keep an eye on him. He's always fun to watch, and I do like Sean O'Malley. I'm a fan of Sean O'Malley. I think that he's really good for the sport as far as entertainment. Do I think he's going to be the world champion? That's to be seen. O'Malley inside the distance, -160. When the knockout prop drops, I would bet O'Malley by KO, because I see him sleeping Luis Smolka here. Let's keep on moving up. Some women's MMA action. Irene Aldana versus Yana Kunitskaya. Yana Kunitskaya has some pretty good Muay Thai skills. She is actually, I believe, married to Thiago Santos now. Decent Muay Thai striking. Moves fairly well, but on the other side, Irene Aldana, the better boxer for sure, does have some nasty hands. Granted, she fought against kind of a terrible matchup, right? You look, she fought Holly Holm. It was just not a matchup that was really going to go in her favor. Holly Holm is so superior with her movement, her range control, her kicking, her punching. Pretty much everything, Holly Holm was significantly better. And Irene Aldana, she didn't get knocked out. She still went 5. You got to give Aldana some type of respect here. Aldana is a girl that can mix it up with the best of them, but isn't at the top of the weight class. Even though she's ranked in the top, but I don't think she ever busts past and, gets a belt, or I don't even know about fighting for a belt. She's like 1 step behind. Yana Kunitskaya has always kind of been in the same position. Like, she's never emerged as the top. I do feel like you got to give some love where it's deserved. I mean, Irene Aldana got a big knockout over Ketlin Vieira. She also got a win over Vanessa Mello, but the loss, split decision, Raquel Pennington makes everybody look bad when they fight. It's an early lean, right? So thinking about this now, picturing this fight in my head, how it goes down. I feel like Aldana's going to let the hands fly nicely. I think Yana Kunitskaya will clinch up with her a bit and have some decent moments. But the big attribute that I like is the slight height advantage, 3 inches for Irene Aldana. I think that's going to save her in the clinch and definitely give her an advantage there. And I think that's where Kunitskaya would have her best advantage, but being 3 inches shorter could be a problem. I do think, even though the reach is the same, the arms should be longer on the side of Aldana, and she is the better boxer. I do think Irene Aldana to win this fight. Decision victory over Yana Kunitskaya. I will take Irene as the early prediction. And I'm going to take her probably, decision, grinding, not a grinding decision, maybe a back and forth fight and some entertainment, but definitely decision victory. Aldana plus 160 for Aldana to win by a decision. And I'm excited to see that fight. But yeah, definitely on Team Aldana here. Let's keep on moving up. It's the featured bout of the night. It's Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy. This is going to be fun. This is a fight that I am super excited for. I totally get why they put it on the pay-per-view. It's going to be straight bangers, and I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I'm picking Greg Hardy to win by knockout. Greg Hardy has some serious knockout power. He went the distance with Volkov and had some moments striking with him. If Tai Tuivasa gets the fight to the ground, that's his best bet for victory here. But Tuivasa is not a hell of a grappler. I think Greg Hardy, boxing's going to be better. He's the taller guy. He's the longer guy. I think he's going to knock out Tai Tuivasa, and I think he's going to do it at the end of the first round. I'm picking Greg Hardy. I like things from Tai. I like Tai's striking game. I think he's a really fun guy to watch. He goes crazy. He goes wild. He's still going to be on the UFC roster, but he's going to be slept by Greg Hardy here. Even though Tuivasa is the more versatile mixed martial artist, the huge physical specimen that Greg Hardy is, extreme knockout power, and I think he puts the hands together fairly well. I'm going to ride Greg, and I do think it's first round knockout. Towards the end of the first round, he beats Bam Tuivasa. Odds plus 120, minus 145. We got to go the way of Greg Hardy. Inside the distance, Greg Hardy is plus 170. When the knockout prop drops, I will sprinkle on that because I see Greg Hardy sleeping Tuivasa, and this is kind of the dream matchup for Greg Hardy. Co-main event of the evening, Gilbert Darginho Burns versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Darginho Burns is a savage. Knockout power. Nasty Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson controls range at such a high level. I'm not super worried about Burns getting the fight to the ground. I'm not all that concerned about even a big punch landing. You look at the losses. Anthony Pettis gets kind of a fluky KO win, and then Darren Till beat him on a controversial decision. But since then, 2 straight victories. Not like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is all that active, but he's constantly practicing his craft in mixed martial arts. He's a karate coach, true karate. Wonderboy makes karate cool again because karate, has gone way downhill in the 2000s. But Wonderboy makes it cool again. I'm riding the Wonderboy. I'm taking Stephen Thompson, and I think he wins this fight. I think it's probably by, as much as I think Burns does have a decent chin. Wonderboy has won 2 straight fights by decision. My concern is, though, you know what? I think Wonderboy could get the knockout here. I think he's going to knock out Gilbert Burns. The respect is there, but Gilbert Burns gets really wild and opens himself up. Wonderboy's going to counter him and maybe head kick KO. I'm going to ride Wonderboy, and I think he's probably going to get the knockout in the second round, and he's going to beat Gilbert Burns. Wouldn't be shocked if it goes the distance and Wonderboy wins by a decision. Burns' best bet for victory would be trying to get this fight to the ground, but it's not going to be easy to do. A lot easier said than done. I am taking Wonderboy, Stephen Thompson, and it's going to be time we get him that world title shot because I really do want to see him fighting against Kamaru Usman. I'm just really curious to see that matchup because it's really going to be a stern test for Usman. Such an awkward style that Wonderboy brings. Karate versus wrestling. Thompson inside the distance plus 280. Thompson decision plus 160. Don't love the props there. I like the straight bet a lot better. I'm riding Wonderboy, and I have him winning this fight, and it's going to be victory inside the distance. I'm going knockout, second round. And let's get to the main event. And if you haven't yet, smash the like button. I appreciate everybody for being here. You guys are all fantastic. Thank you all so much for tuning in, whether live or on replay. I really do appreciate all of the support. You guys are great. And we're talking about Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3, the trilogy. The first time, McGregor sleeps him. The second time, Poirier sleeps him years later. And now they run it back. Not that much time since their first fight. What was it? It'll be like what? 5 months ago? 5 months ago by the time this fight commences. Not even half a year. And they're running it back. It's exciting. Dustin Poirier's calf kicks tore Conor McGregor apart. Conor McGregor did hurt Dustin in the first round, and Conor will always have a chance to win the fight by knockout. He'll always have that pop in the hands. Reach, slight favor McGregor. The truth is this. If Conor cannot stop the calf kick, he's going to lose again. If he can't stop the takedown, it's going to be trouble. I just have this inkling that Conor McGregor has one final push. He's not 33 just yet. I'm going to pick Conor McGregor. I'm picking him. I'm going Conor McGregor. I'm not picking against the Mystic Mac, the notorious Conor McGregor. I am going to ride Conor. I think he has a special moment here. He's a big follower of law of attraction. I think he sees it, he believes it, and he achieves it. His mind, when it is on point, he's one of the best in the world, as is Dustin Poirier. But I think Conor McGregor wins by a knockout in this matchup. I'm going to say first round KO. That's probably how he has to do it. If it passes the 1.5 mark, live bet Dustin Poirier. That's 100% how I feel. If it gets past a round and a half, it's going the way of Poirier. So I'm going to have money ready to live bet if I'm going to be throwing down, because if it makes it past the round and a half, it's Poirier. This is a true 50-50 fight. I'm riding with McGregor. Just enjoy this fight. I would not cry whoever wins. May the best man win it. It's really the two best lightweights on the planet right now, or at least Dustin Poirier, I guess. Technically, he's probably the best lightweight on the planet, even though the champion is Charles Oliveira. The winner of this fight probably fights Charles Oliveira, but I do think Conor McGregor won't be that interested in that fight. Like, I don't know if Charles Oliveira will get him all that excited for a fight for the belt. If Poirier wins, great for the sport, because I know he'll go right towards Charles do Bronx Oliveira. If Conor McGregor is able to win, I see Conor McGregor maybe trying to challenge a money fight, maybe calling out somebody else. I don't know. I feel like weird stuff happens when Conor McGregor gets a win. Even Conor McGregor losing. It's always weird situations. I do also see an alternate future where Conor loses, and then the next fight he fights Nate Diaz again, and it's a huge sellout, but it does hurt his legacy 100%, losing the series to Dustin Poirier, and then always being thought of as a inferior fighter to Dustin. I'd be happy for Dustin with the win. I'll be happy for Conor with the win. May the best man win it, but I'm picking Conor McGregor by knockout. I have a weird inkling, but as I say that, my stomach's turning, and I feel like Dustin Poirier might win the rematch. So we'll see. This is the early predictions, and I'm picking Conor McGregor to get the W. I don't know. I mean, do you want to bet this fight? Sure, you can. Conor McGregor -110, Poirier -110. It's a pick'ems matchup. All the props are already out. Fight doesn't go the distance. What's that at? -312. I think that's a lock. I don't see this fight going the distance. McGregor struggles going the distance. It's under a round and a half. It's going the way of McGregor. Over a round and a half, it's going to be Poirier's fight. That's how I'm kind of seeing this matchup. Should be an excellent one and a really special main event. I am really happy that Conor McGregor and Poirier are running back as fast as they have. Good card with a lot of good action. I'm saying this is an A card. Maybe, I'm going to say A+ card. It doesn't really get better than this. I will check up on that live chat and chat it up with you guys. We will talk about some parlays, after I chat it up for a bit, because I know you guys are interested in some of my responses here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Smash that like button. As I said, goal on this video. We need at least 100 likes. I thank you all so much, whether watching live or on replay. You guys are all fantastic, and I really do appreciate you. All right, you like Wonderboy in that fight? Yeah, we're on Wonderboy. O'Malley ducking Ricky Simone. He knows that's a bad matchup. He shouldn't fight Ricky Simone, because Ricky Simone will probably take him down, and that's scary. Barcelos wanted to lose. I heard he went into that fight injured. That's what somebody in the live chat was saying. I don't know. Might be true. When O'Malley fights someone that can wrestle or leg kick, everything changes. Yeah, thankfully Smolka doesn't bring that. This fight might go the distance. I think Sugar smokes him, but Smolka doesn't get KO, mostly subbed. I'm thinking Sugar by decision is live. That would be interesting if he did get a decision. He definitely can go the distance. I don't know. I'm thinking knockout. Peter Yan would, Piper. Yeah, I don't think that Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley is a good matchup at all for Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley would be in some real shit if he fought against Petr Yan. I think he'd be in big trouble in that fight. That's not a good matchup. If Sean wins and Conor loses, then this will be the passing of a torch. As far as like popularity would go, probably. O'Malley have to fight with other level fighters. He's fighting at the lower level guys. He's fighting the mid-level tier. One of the best bets you made on the UFC was Chito Vera to KO Sean O'Malley. Yeah, that was a smart play. You cashed in nicely on that. Sean should beat the crap out of Smolka. I totally agree. Mike Tyson versus OG Sampson is in the works to headline August 28th as the same card as the Woodley versus Paul co-main event. Shoot, I'll be tuning in. Anything with Mike Tyson has me interested, even though he's 100 years old. Kunitskaya by boring decision, definitely possible. The UFC is hoping Sean wins to keep selling the millions of pay-per-views. Absolutely. Can you imagine if Sean O'Malley fights for a belt? That's going to be fantastic for the UFC. They're going to be pumped to have him at the top. Ben, I think he bashes Smolka, but he's durable, so maybe decision. I think he's going to knock him out. Conor's going to sell over $1 million with Irene Aldana on the main card. I will say that Aldana fight should not be on the main card. Give me Topuria on the main. The Barcelos fight hurt. He was only parlay to miss to cash some parlays. Yo, man, that's the fight game, right? And he did maybe deserve a draw, but he didn't do enough. So doesn't matter at the end of the day. You don't think Yana can grind arena against the cage like everyone else since she's smaller than Aldana? That's essentially why I think Aldana has the advantage is that size difference. She's a bit taller. Even though she doesn't have the reach, I think that height difference really beneficial in the clinch. Smolka is equivalent to Almeida but has a better chin. I feel like Smolka's Muay Thai is not as good. I think it was smart for Sean to take the fight with Smolka instead of Barcelos. Absolutely. I think Barcelos would have been nightmarish for him. Apparently, he was supposed to fight Barcelos on the past card, but he wanted to fight on Conor's card. Yeah, good that he didn't fight him. The boxing of Aldana is going to be too much for Kunitskaya. I agree. The dumbest feature bout of all time should be headlining the prelims. What, the Greg Hardy one? I feel like the Greg Hardy one sells, though. It's going to be action. Sean on the McGregor card. They have to go. Hey, what is up? I appreciate you tuning in. Guys, smash the like button if you haven't yet. Appreciate everybody being here. We'll be getting to the parlays in a couple of moments, but I love chatting it up. If you're watching on replay, you can fast forward through this. I'll probably throw a timestamp out there for the people watching on replay so they can skip through it if they're not interested in hearing the live chat. Ty has an iron chin. He's going to get knocked out by Hardy, I think. Hardy has the heavyweight movement. He moves like a heavyweight. You don't know about KO round one Hardy? I'm taking it. You've been right up to this point. Yeah, I tend to be right a decent amount. If Tuivasa wins, will he do a shoey live? He better do a shoey if he wins. Bam Bam takes him down. It's over. The thing is, will Bam Bam get him to the ground? That's the real question. 2 units on Ty by leg kick TKO. Shoot. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I think unlikely. Wonderboy's going to get the KO here unless age just hits him. Nah, I don't think it will. I think Wonderboy is getting the KO, though. I feel like Gilbert Burns is good, but he's not that great. You think Burns might break him? Wonderboy gets injured every fight. At the end of the day, I feel like the distance control is going to be fantastic for him. I'm pumped to see it. Front kick to the face for Thompson? Maybe. Wonderboy doesn't finish fights anymore. He's too nice. I think he's gonna finish Gilbert Burns here. You're taking the more well-rounded fighter. That's really true, Michael. He breaks some parts of his hand every fight. Hey, he's got his feet. Shavkat, Gan, Topuria, Griffin, O'Malley, Tuivasa, Pajeda. Burns 300 parlay for 11K return. Hey, I hope you cash in it. Has he ever fought someone with solid leg kicks? Thompson? I feel like that karate's going to be pretty money. There's karate combat fights that are pretty good. I honestly never watched karate combat. Never got into it. Wonderboy ain't getting close to Gilbert. I think he's going to stay away and just use that range. Hey, good luck to you too, man. Connor's got this. Yeah, I think McGregor wins the trilogy. But who knows? Poirier could definitely win it. It's like an up and down true 50-50. The UFC, I don't know if they need Conor to win. I don't think so. I think Conor still is a star even with a loss because you think about this, right? Conor could then go on and fight Nate Diaz. And does the Nate Diaz-Conor McGregor trilogy not sell? I think it absolutely does. So who knows? We'll see. But I definitely think it could go a number of ways. Definitely picking Conor McGregor, though. I'm picking the legendary Conor McGregor. Conor by sub. Dana's given Dustin a bonus to take a dive. Hey, who knows? Fight does not go the distance, going in a bunch of parlays. Conor fight. I don't see the Conor fight going the distance. I'd be shocked. The poster low-key disappoints. The poster really isn't all that great. Dana will give him a title shot if he wins. Definitely, probably the result. McGregor has to keep his karate stance. I don't know. He's got to just go back to the OG McGregor. Yana's been KO'd twice, I believe. I wonder if she'll get KO'd there. Movsar Evelev versus Arnold Allen. Early lean. I'll go Movsar Evelev. Shavkat versus Shimaev. Luke K was a good win for Wonderboy, but GF Neal looks like Nate Diaz level. I don't even think GF Neal's at Nate Diaz level. Yeah, the fight does not go the distance parlays or money. But, guys, we got to get back to it. And then I'll chat it up with you guys at the end. I appreciate everybody tuning in live. If you're watching a replay, love you too. Make sure you guys smash the like button. As I said, we need 100 likes or more on this video. So smash the hell out of that like button. Share the video if you got somebody that might be interested in this content. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe here too. Welcome to MMA Experts, where we cover all things mixed martial arts. And we're talking about the premier organization, the UFC, and the huge card coming up in a week and 6 days. So pretty awesome action on the way. All right, parlay time. I will tell you there's going to be some danger parlaying guys at the top of this card. I would keep you down at the prelims, the early prelims, like all the early fights I think have more value of cashing. I think as you get up, you get more risky. Jennifer Maia, I always say women's MMA is the most high-level risk, and it absolutely is. But we're going to talk about Jennifer Maia, potentially. Ilia Topuria, Jennifer Maia, plus 117. Who else would I want to play? I'm not putting Irene Aldana. Sean O'Malley, minus 400 is terrible value, though. Wonderboy, he could get knocked out, but I do think he'll win. I'm going to be honest, this card is one of those like high-risk to parlay type cards because there's a lot of matchups that really can turn either way. So if you're parlaying it up, I mean, not saying you're definitely going to lose, but high risk. High risk, high reward, I guess. All right, this 4-fight parlay is Topuria, Maia, Zhalgas, Zumalgas, and Sean O'Malley. It's plus 243. Potential play. This is one of those danger zones to parlay, most definitely, because the fights here are truly toss-ups in a lot of the matchups. Even though, like, I have a confidence towards, one side or the other, I think the matchups are really difficult, and there's a lot of fights that may swing the other way. There's some 50-50 picks for sure. Even though I see results in my mind, the fighters still have to show up. And anything more than a two-fighter parlay is high-ass risk. Honestly, a two-fighter parlay is risk. Betting MMA in general is high risk, but there's matchups that should go the way. Four-fighter parlay that I think could cash plus 243. You can take guys out if you're not interested in some of them. If you want to add in somebody, maybe add in Max Griffin, plus 428. That's pretty cool as well. Maybe happens. Maybe the victory there. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm adding in Wonderboy too, plus 806. If you want to shit your pants at the main event, you could pick somebody between both of these. It would bring you to some great value, whether you had Poirier or McGregor. It would bring you to plus 1,600, plus 806. I'm not advising you to play any parlays on this card. But if you were to play some, we're having some fun talking about some, there's some that you could play. Now, if I was going to tell you like parlays, I'm going to call the safe zone parlay is going to be Zhalgas, Zumalgas, Jennifer Maia, and then followed by Ilia Topuria, and then Sean O'Malley. And then also, I think Max Griffin and Wonderboy could definitely cash here, plus 806. I like this parlay. Definitely a higher risk parlay. Definitely all parlays are high risk. But now we're talking about a card with just simply competitive action for the entire thing. Still, pumped for the card. And honestly, I think we are blessed with this card. It's going to be really fun to watch this card play out. Like, I just cannot wait for it. It's going to be honest, great action here. You think McGregor's going to win. He's going to be setting it up, the strikes. He's definitely going to set up something here. Let's see where we're at here. What is up, my guy? Shout out to you. You have that parlay? Hey, welcome to it. Maia and Topuria. I think the Maia Topuria one should really cash. Bet KO against Amadovsky. He got knocked out by John Phillips. But the thing is, John Phillips still hits hard. And if he touches your chin, he can hurt you. Do Friday's LFA event. Yeah, I don't think I can do a live stream Friday for LFA because I got a wedding to go to. Popular guy, man. I got all these weddings to go to this summer. But I will definitely be doing predictions for the LFA. I would love to live stream the LFA's key fights. I like LFA a lot, and I will try to tune in. Maia, Topuria, Zhalgas, O'Malley are your locks to win. I like it. I also think, you know what? No, I think those are money. I think Wonderboy could also potentially be, and Max Griffin too. Overall, I think we're in store for a special card with some money-making opportunities. Parlay Hardy, Wonderboy, Griffin, and Pereira. I think that, I don't know, the Pereira one seems like the most risky on that one, man. Ryan Hall, sneaky leg lock sub. I don't think he's getting Topuria in a leg lock. I mean, it could happen, but if you look at the guy that beat Ryan Hall in The Ultimate Fighter, it was, the name is escaping me, Saul Rogers. And if you look at Saul Rogers, right, good wrestling game, solid Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu defense, he's able to beat Ryan Hall in a competitive decision. Ilia Topuria is all that, tenfold and more. I really feel like that matchup there goes the way of Topuria. I don't think that he can do anything really on Topuria. I think Topuria is just levels above him. I think it's going to be the Topuria show. I think he's going to put on a sweet performance. I think this is going to be a fight that really makes Ilia Topuria and start selling that stock because, I mean, he's there. He has the potential. I mean, he's right on the way. What am I, the wedding ringer? That's fantastic. No, I'm actually thinking about starting a best man service. So if you guys need a best man, you can get MMA experts out there. We'll put the number in the live chat. Josh Hall, shout out to you for the donation. Josh Hall, my guy, thank you so much. Donations are much appreciated here. Definitely going to be put back into the channel, guys. We have so many big things coming, and I cannot wait for it. I want to start a podcast soon with a guest. We'll see who that guest is. I'm still looking for somebody. It's on the way. I'm in talks at the moment with somebody, and we'll see. We'll see. It's on the way here. Hardy's cardio scares you. Ty won't gas, and his chin is granite. Yeah, definitely possible, even though I'm riding Hardy by knockout. I think Hardy's going to crack that chin, and he's going to sleep Ty Tuivasa. The guy who falls apart halfway through the... No, he doesn't fall apart halfway through the first round. He falls apart halfway through the second round. If Hall can leg lock BJ, you think Ilya is susceptible? No, but BJ was 100 years old when they fought. That wasn't BJ in his prime. BJ had lost a street fight. Married to the game. I am married to the game, man. I love this fight game. It was a BJ that got knocked out by an old man in the bar. Dude, that dude was heavy, though. That dude slept him. But I'll be honest, BJ Penn did what in mixed martial arts they will tell you really never to do. Don't underestimate your opponent. Common sense before self-defense. BJ Penn's putting his hands down, saying, let's go. Bam, straight shot. Good night, BJ Penn on the street. And then he gets his knee blown out. Akhmedov will beat Tavares. You think Akhmedov beats Tavares? I don't think it's impossible. I think it's possible. I think if Akhmedov beats Tavares, would I be absolutely shocked? Would I be like, no way, it's not possible? No, absolutely not. I'd probably say, yeah, I could see it. But I feel like if you look at Tavares' body of work, he's pretty good. And I feel like that matchup of a guy, let's be honest, Omari Akhmedov's kind of boring as fuck. Like, he's not a guy that I really enjoy watching all that much. He's just clinch heavy, grapple, take you down. And if he can get a submission, like when he beat the last fight that he was against, my goodness, guys, I'm forgetting the name. I'm going to have to pull it up. Hold on, because I want to talk about this Omari Akhmedov fight for a second while we're here. Tom Breeze. We got it. Tom Breeze. Almost did like a little beatbox action to Tom Breeze. When he beat Tom Breeze, that was impressive. He gets a submission. But sometimes, man, the fights are just not fun with him. Old-ass BJ Penn. BJ Penn took the shot on purpose and got dropped. He didn't lose the fight. No, and he beat that guy up after. There's other footage. If you go back and watch, there's other footage of him working that dude. Do I have a website? I have a website in the works, but I don't have a website right now. But I do have Instagram, Twitter. You guys should definitely follow me on the social medias. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to like diversify some cool ass content over here and expand the game, but I definitely need to get on the website. That's something I'm going to work on. The website will be down the line. We'll make it just the MMA Experts website. A lot of big things planned for the channel. And I'm really excited for this second half of 2021 coming up for this page. And we're closing in on 3,000 subscribers, which is going to be fantastic because once we see that 3K mark, the excitement will be real, man. Super real. Oh, you got here late, man? You got here late? Well, I'm not telling you. No, I'm just kidding, bro. How am I thinking the Conor fight will go? So I'm thinking that Conor McGregor could somehow get a knockout in the first, but I also feel like if it goes past a round and a half, it's going the way of Poirier. So I'm going knockout Conor first, but if he doesn't get the knockout in the first, it's going the way of Poirier. It's a 50-50 fight, and both guys have a shot at beating one another. Definitely both guys have a shot. That's going to be a sweet fight. I feel like Conor is motivated. He needs to be. Like, this is legacy. Like, you can lose one to Dustin. You can lose one to Nate. You can lose to Khabib. You can lose to him. But you can't lose a trilogy fight against Dustin Poirier, or it really kills the legacy of Conor, in my opinion, by a bit. Topuria, Wonderboy, Pereira, and maybe Maya. If you're confident in betting women's MMA, which is probably not recommended, but Maya stylistically is a great matchup, parlay that up. I think you'll cash nicely on it. He looked way better in his last one than when he fought Weidman. I mean, dude, he's juiced to the gills on all kinds of shit. That physique that he brings is insane. He definitely could win, but I feel like, I don't know. I just have this gut feeling about Tavares. Maybe it changes. That's the early prediction, but I'm still feeling him. Duplessis wins over Giles. I agree. I think Duplessis should knock out Trevin Giles. After the Matt Brown win, I think Condit can pull off the upset. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't be shocked if it happens, but it's not. Matt Brown is a very different style matchup. I was talking about lateral movement earlier. I feel like the speed advantage goes the way of Max Griffin, and that's what the difference will be. That's my take there. You got Conor in round 2. He has finished a lot of fights in round 2. It definitely could be round 2, Conor. I just think if it passes like a round and a half, you get 3, 4, 5 minutes in, it starts working towards the third. If it gets in the third round, I'm ready to bet Dustin Poirier. I'd be shocked if Conor wins in the third. Conor McGregor is a killer in the round and a half. And then after that point, it slowly and surely fades down, 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 down and down some more. Conor McGregor, he's a legendary fighter. He's a guy that we all know and love. But unfortunately speaking, the gas tank is literally his worst attribute. Like, can you imagine Conor McGregor with cardio? I feel like he'd be a whole nother level, man. If Conor McGregor somehow got the real high-level cardio, like the guys at the upper echelon of cardiovascular ability. Condit barely out wrestled old Matt Brown. Yeah, I think Griffin's physically stronger. If he wants to, he'll wrestle the hell out of him. If he doesn't want to wrestle with him, then he could potentially outstrike him too, because Condit's game is not what it once was. His Thai boxing is decent. I don't know. He's gotten slower over the years. I'm telling you, it's the knee injuries, man. Gaethje versus Conor next if they both lose. I don't think they do that. I think they would do Conor versus Nate Diaz. I think they'd have to. If Conor loses this fight, it's Nate Diaz trilogy time. Like, we have to see him and Nate again, even if he wins this fight eventually. The great thing about Conor McGregor is he has secured paydays down the line. Like, he could literally go into boxing and fight Floyd again and get tons of money. Like, Conor McGregor's name is etched in stone as the money fight in mixed martial arts at this point. Griffin looked kind of weird against the dentist. Griffin, at the end of the day, he always looks weird. His style is just awkward. He has like that weird, like twinkle toe style, I'm going to call it. You think Dustin's got this? Conor isn't the same? Definitely could happen. I think it's a 50-50 fight, but I'm going to ride with the Mystic Mac, Mr. Conor McGregor. If Conor doesn't talk shit during the week, obviously the countdown will be dropping. I want to see what he says next week, Sunday, on that countdown, and we'll find out. Nate Diaz can't cut to 155. I think they could do upper weight class, man. I definitely think they could. Yo, I'm new here, and I appreciate your passion for MMA. You've become one of my favorite to listen to on YouTube. Keep it up. Yo, thank you so much, man. Shout out YBB Official for the kind words, man. That stuff means a lot. I do it for you guys at the end of the day. I like to share my opinions and love for the best sport on the planet. I've been a fan forever since I was like, a young child, and it's the best. Mixed martial arts is where it's at, and I really appreciate the love. I really do. Thank you guys, man. I really appreciate that. The kind words mean a lot. McGregor, Diaz would be a blow to his career. I feel like even if Diaz beats him, that would be a disappointing blow. But I do think the trilogy is going to happen, especially if he loses. When Conor takes his next L, that's when we're going to see him probably end up getting that fight. O'Malley by KO is free money. I think he should win by KO too, but I mean, people do bring up some good points, and I do agree. It's not like, he's fighting Glass Joe, even though, like, if you look at the body of work for Smolka, it's not all that impressive, but he's got a decent chin. Yes, Smolka hasn't been KO'd in the UFC, though. Yeah, I think O'Malley will KO him, but, the prop, be smart with that. Don't bet, some crazy stuff. Early lean on Sandhagen versus Dillashaw. Man, my early lean on that one, I'm going Sandhagen. I don't think EPO Dillashaw gets the W. I appreciate the kind words by all you guys, man. You guys are great. Shout out to all you guys. Which fight are you most confident in? Fight goes the distance and fight doesn't go the distance. My most confident of fight doesn't go the distance is the Conor McGregor fight. My most confident of fight that does go the distance. Let me see. Give me 5 seconds here. I think Irene Aldana, Yana Kunitskaya definitely goes the distance. I think that's extremely unlikely that fight doesn't go the distance, because both girls are known as decision. Like, women's MMA in general has a high decision rate, obviously because they don't bring the same knockout power. And then honestly, they do have some weird submissions on the ground though, because women's MMA gets super weird, super weird. But it should be a fun card. We got some great content coming this week. We'll do LFA predictions. We'll also do some CFFC predictions. I'm doing the key fights. It's going to be the full card, but it's going to be like the key fights. I'm not going to be all that interested in talking about guys that are like 0-0. If you guys watch the Bellator stuff, you saw Isaiah Hotkid. He got slept bad by Corey Samuels, who was 1-9 as an amateur. Omari versus Tavares should go the distance. Oh, I agree. Yeah, that too. That's a good one too. That fight definitely is going the distance. A lot of fights go on the distance on this card, but we like distance fights. You can make some money on those fight goes the distance plays. But guys, smash that like button. We need 100 likes up in here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Whether watching on live, on replay, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Obviously, if you're watching on replay too and you're listening to this deep chat, because I love it. Love you, AJ. Want to get back into shape, might hit you up. Bro, I do personal training as well. It's not, outside of the MMA prediction game. If you're interested, man, you hit me up. I got training plans. I do online coaching. I do a lot of things. Honestly, I don't always mix the two, but I definitely could. And if any of you guys are ever interested in that type of stuff, I'm very knowledgeable at this point in the fitness game because the fitness lifestyle is definitely part of all this. It's mixed martial arts and fitness, man. That's kind of what I live for at this point. Will Jessica I make weight? Did she make weight her last fight? I don't know if she did. Let me see. If she didn't make a weight her last fight, I don't know. Well, look, her last weigh-in, 126. Yeah, she's going to make weight. I'll be surprised if she doesn't make weight. I'd be really surprised. Hit a 10-fight parlay this weekend, $25 for 1,000. That's fantastic. 10-fighter parlays are insane. Honestly, wild stuff. What city am I in? Man, I don't know. Do I want to disclose that info? You guys might hunt me down, man. I live in Florida, bro. I'm a Florida man. You guys might be. If you guys ever see me out and about, feel free to say what's up. And I won't have this top hat on, so you guys might not even recognize me with the full head of hair because you guys don't even know what type of hair is under here unless you follow the fitness Instagram. Sandhagen is gonna finish TJ over 2 years out for TJ to kill us earlier, but yeah, I like Sandhagen, man. I think Sandhagen should get the finish. I'm totally with you there, dude. Yeah, Jury got destroyed by Outlaw. That was bad. What time is it? Because I watch the show from the Dominican Republic right now. Yeah, I'm in the exact same time zone as you, man. 12:09. No, yeah, 12:09 a.m. for me. Great content. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Fight Profit. I won 7 units last card. Rockish bows around 2 prop bets, bet grapplers, and tend to finish a second after they guys. That's awesome, man. I'm glad. It was between PFL, Bellator, and UFC. Dude, those cross plays can cash you nicely. I don't think Yana will be the dog at UFC 264. She might end up turning into the favorite, you're thinking? Could be. People might bet her down. Because I could see the argument for people liking her in that matchup. For sure. Definitely possible. Do I bet MMA full time? I mean, like I'll bet normally, but is it like a full time career? No, I'm not. I'm not betting $100,000 on fights or anything crazy like that. I bet reasonably and as intelligently as I can to make some dinero back, alongside with doing this and some other things. I hit Jones, Manfio, and Vitro as dogs, bro. That's a money play. Since you're a PT, do you have any insights into which MMA gyms have the best strength and conditioning programs and which have the best strength and conditioning coaches? Oh, man, honestly, I don't know what gyms have the best programs. I mean, you definitely can see fighters with like the best programs out there, some of them. And it's also genetics too, right? Because some people just naturally have better lung capacity than others. Like the Diaz brothers, I don't think they have the greatest strength and conditioning routine. I think they just do a ton of cardio, and that's how it works. I don't know enough, man, on that. As far as that question, Mr. Nick Alexander, I actually don't know what's the best strength and conditioning coach in the game. I couldn't tell you, to be 100% real. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I will keep it up, man. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm glad you guys love the content. I love creating content. This is my true passion is the YouTube stuff. It's definitely what I've always wanted to do. And I'm grateful that I have a following of people that like hearing my take, man. Because it's a lot more fun talking to people when they're listening than just talking to yourself about the fights. Yo, what's up, buddy? What's up, the GOAT? PI has the best staff. Oh, yeah, the PI, hands down, is probably the best place you can go because they got like the science on that shit, and it's all for free. As if you're in the UFC, you literally can train there for free. It's a pretty fantastic opportunity, honestly. If you're in the UFC, head over to that UFC PI. Like, you might as well. Like, why not do it? Like, you're seriously missing a big opportunity. Miranda Maverick versus Macy Barber. As much as I want to pick Miranda Maverick, I'm going to go Macy Barber there. Have you seen the latest McGregor training footage? Do you like what you see? I'll check his Instagram right now. I check it here and there. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the IG of the Mystic Mac and let's see what he's up to. Conor McGregor. I see him post a lot of fancy shit. Spraying himself. He seems like he's in a good headspace for this, man. He definitely seems like he's in the right mindset right now for this fight. Do you think Rakhmonov is a contender? Want to see him against Chimaev down the line? I think Rakhmonov's on the rise. I think he has a ton of potential. But I will be honest, I think Hamza Chimaev is the guy that would beat him. I just think that'd be a really hard fight for him, but I think Rakhmonov's amazing. If Poirier doesn't get a title shot after beating Conor, I have no comment on that. Like, that would blow my mind. I would lose my mind, actually. I'm looking at Connor's IG, man, and I don't know. I'm not seeing any recent training footage. I'm seeing some training pics, though. I mean, he's definitely putting in the work, I believe, but at the end of the day, Evander Holyfield said, it's hard to get up and run when you sleeping in silk sheets, and that's definitely a factor. What's up, my guy? Hey, you're late to the stream. It's all good, man. You can rewind and get the predictions. After I get out of here, I'll throw up timestamps. You guys know I've been trying to do my best with the timestamps for you guys, help you guys out so you don't have to just search through and be like, yo, what's this guy talking about here? And I'll also throw some timestamps in if you guys are going to end up, maybe some of you guys rewatching it, or if you came in late, I'll timestamp out the certain points that I was interacting with the live chat for the people that aren't interested in that. Panza, yes, he was given a title shot, but picked the money fight. Yeah, at the end of the day, the money fight's money. Take that money. Am I on Reddit? Dude, I haven't made a Reddit. I'm thinking about making some Reddit stuff. I have some plans down the line, like, I know I haven't gotten into the Patreon thing yet, but I know a lot of people are into it. I do have interest down the line eventually. But I'd want it to be a really value-worthy Patreon. I'm not trying to like scam people out of their money with like some bullshit Patreon. Like I want to make it like the Patreon that you want and that money Patreon, like the real Patreon. Just the fact that you do timestamps makes you the best MMA creator. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I should make a Reddit. The timestamps are dope, man. Yeah, I like doing them, man. I got to give some love. Saw McGregor recent on YouTube. Didn't check his IG. Does McGregor have a YouTube channel? I'll pull up a YouTube video real quick. I'm going to look up McGregor training and see what I find. McGregor looked really good in the first round. Dude, McGregor in the first round is the guy. Like, round one, McGregor is money. I checked my bet page, and right now for the fight, the Poirier McGregor fight's even money. Yeah, it's pick'ems. Pick'em stuff. Reddit would be great for marketing, and I haven't used Patreon. Yeah, Reddit would be probably good for marketing, man. I should get on there. I will look into making a Reddit. I don't know. I mean, obviously I use Reddit, but I'll probably have to just make a thread or something like that, I believe. A discussion group, and then we'll get some moderators or something like that. McGregor is a first-round savage. McGregor has been working on the cardio pretty hard, but still has the boxing stance. My fear is that leg getting chopped alive. I mean, it seems like he's training hard, but he always trains hard. If the UFC did a Gaethje versus Dustin title eliminator fight, I'd be scratching my head and I'd be irritated. I'll be 100% honest. I feel like if he beats Conor McGregor, you give him Oliveira. And I'll be honest, I think Dustin Poirier beats Oliveira. For sure. My prop bet videos and combo bets are fire too. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man, we go hard with them. I try to deliver the best bets possible, man. I try to just give a wide array of options. Yeah, my PFL predictions were pretty fire this week. The PFL is literally like up, down, and all around. The fight prediction game in general is up, down, and all around. I just try to give my most accurate predictions possible. That's the truth about the fight game. We do our best research, and we try to give you guys the best take that we can. But sometimes the fights go a whole different fucking direction than you'd ever expect. Yeah, PFL definitely last week was fuego, though. That was a money play. But like the week before, the predictions were terrible. Oh, that was rough. I was looking, I was like, my goodness. I was like, I got shafted. But last week was money. Bellator was mediocre, and UFC was pretty damn decent. So yeah, predictions are good stuff, man. We give our best takes possible. I was right and wrong on that Clarissa Shields one though. Yeah, I was up, down, and all around on the Clarissa Shields one, man. He needs to. Yeah, McGregor needs to use those legs again. PFL seems safer than UFC for picks. I don't know about that, bro, because there's some weeks where you're thinking you're having 100% week and you have a 40 or 30% week. PFL is wild stuff because the decisions sometimes are all out of whack. It's just PFL can be a mess. PFL can definitely be a mess to deal with. I'm watching some of that Conor McGregor training stuff. I mean, he definitely looks good, but he always looks good. Like, when does Conor McGregor really not look good? Like, he always looks good. But it's, can he beat a guy in Dustin Poirier who has potentially the style to give him trouble forever? Because you look at Dustin Poirier's body of work, he's fought a lot of top guys. He's extremely active, nasty on the ground and on the stand-up. Like, even though I'm picking McGregor, I think that fight is a 50-50. A real 50-50. And if you bet it, you're more betting it for fun. But as far as, like, actually, is it guaranteed to go one way or the other? I think either man has a legit a very legit chance to win that fight. Either, man. Saw a video of McGregor drinking whiskey at the beach. Well, that's not good. If I see McGregor drinking, I start worrying, man. Because I will say, Conor McGregor does seem to have a little bit of an issue with alcohol. At least at points. So, I am worried. PFL is good to bet on crazy underdogs. Yeah, PFL definitely has some real underdog value, man. Do you see the Eminem video before their first fight? The Eminem video, what? The one for the last fight? The Eminem, like, UFC thing with Dana White? I don't really follow much Eminem stuff, man. Eminem has been out of my mind for a long time, to be honest. I appreciate you guys for all the likes and the support here. Got to get some hydration down as we chat it up for a bit longer. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the card brings because I think it's going to be fire. I think it's worth it. Yeah, I saw that Eminem video where he like cursed out Dana White. He's like, yeah, Dana, F you, blah, blah, blah. Eminem, he's a decent enough rapper. Burns or Thompson? I remember watching Thompson dance around Luque without Luque being able to hit him. I'm guessing being able to hit him. But Burns is faster than Luque, leaning towards Thompson. Okay, so the reason that I'm pretty strongly on Wonderboy is Gilbert Burns. The way he closes distance is good, but he does leave himself a bit open, really like a wild, chaotic style. Granted, could land a looping overhand punch, but I feel like the better technical striker is definitely Luque. So, yes, I will say technical versus technical. Luque's never going to beat Wonderboy. The wild style would be more of a chance for... The wild style that Burns brings would be more of a chance than Luque, but I do think it could also get him picked apart and stopped worse. All the Irish have alcohol issues just the same as us Aussies. That's funny, man. I see why people have alcohol issues, man. I was partying it up last night. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody enjoys some good drinks, man, but there's a time and place as long as it's not affecting your day-to-day. But you know what? The biggest truth with Conor, I mean, if you look at some of the OGs, they believe in, like, no drinking during all fight camp. Like, they just dive in to fighting and only fighting. But I don't know. It just seems as though Conor McGregor might have a little alcohol taste, which I don't blame him. Alcohol's fantastic. It feels good to get drunk, but be responsible. P was in the background, like meaning that Poirier was like expected to win because of that, like the P being there. That's interesting. That's interesting. Carlos Condit versus Max Griffin gonna be fire. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, Carlos Condit's fighting Max Griffin. I'm on team Max Griffin there. By Cardano, ADA, gotta plug it. Cardano, ADA, is it on Coinbase? I think I already have Cardano, though. Now you guys got me curious, man. Gotta turn into crypto experts over here. Let me see. Where's my Cardano? Let's check the cryptocurrency. Why is it? Are you expecting? Is there supposed to be some big movement? All right, let me pull up Cardano 88 tradable. How much do I own of Cardano? Do I own no Cardano? Damn, I don't own it. I should buy some Cardano. Why is it supposed? Tell me, TMB. Is it supposed to make a big run? Where are you hearing this news, man? Because you don't want to just hype buy, bro. You look right now, right? Cardano's already ran fantastically from earlier on today, 5 o'clock to now. It went from being at $1.26 all the way up now. It was at $1.35, and now it's back down to $1.32, man. So you don't want to just jump on hype. I don't know. We might have missed a boat on that one, bro. But for long-term plays, buy any cryptocurrency. I own a fucking ton of crypto. I am the crypto man, and I'm not worried. I know people think crypto's over, but nah, it's definitely not. Crypto's still on the rise. Nicholas Dalby got stuck into the booze after his recent loss to Tim Means. Bro, Nicholas Dalby had just a terrible performance. Like, Nicholas Dalby really annoyed me in that fight. Like, he literally shot double underhooks after he rocked a man. I'm like, come on, bro. I gotta look more into Cardano, man. I might have to buy it. Staking is value there. I gotta get some more dinero to play with here, man. I'll take some money and put it into Cardano. But I got a lot of long-term investments set, man. Trying to set myself up for the future. Who's the next guy to go to the BKFC? The next guy that probably is going there is maybe Ike Villanueva down the line. And I think Ike Villanueva would be nasty. And who do I got? PVZ or Thick Rachel Ostovich? Dude, I don't know, man. That fight's so weird. I'm gonna pick Paige Van Zandt decision, but who knows? You have mostly Cardano, so Cardano's a money play. Fourth largest Shiba Inu went up a lot too, but it's a meme. Dude, the meme coins bounce all over the place, man. Kishu Inu, Shiba Inu, Oshi Inu. What was the other one? Dude, there's so many of them. All those Inus, bro. No, you can plug cryptos all you want in here, bro. I am a crypto guy. So you think Cardano's worth a buy? Let me see how much money I got in my bank account right now. See what I can throw down on it. My thing is I don't want to buy the hype. You know what I'm saying? You want to buy before the hype. But it definitely could be on the rise. I'm a big Ethereum guy. See where I'm at. Fuck. Was it 220? Cash out. Reading my bank statements, you guys over here. Cardano. What is it? Fuck the meme coins, dude. The meme coins could come, bro. They come through. I've learned not to bet on old guys. Skip the Wonderboy bet. Yeah, the Wonderboy bet might not be amazing, but I do think Wonderboy wins. But I definitely got to look more into Cardano, man. You guys got me very interested. Definitely be writing down. Do I ever train? Yeah, I've done a lot of training, bro. I've done a lot of mixed martial arts through years. I like it, but I'm not trying to be a pro. This is what I love, man. I love talking about the fight game. Well, I don't know if it'll dip, but it's the Ethereum killer. So you think Cardano is where it's at? So do you think Cardano is gonna make a run? You think it's gonna make a run way up? Like you think it's running to like $100? That's interesting. But yeah, the training I've done training, my friend. I consistently train. Also do big fitness stuff, fitness lifestyle, bro. I live the fitness lifestyle. Really going at it hard this year, man. Harder than I did last year for sure. I feel like because COVID, like the whole year was just off, man. But no, we're going ham with fitness this year. We're getting the we already got a sick transformation if you follow the fitness page. Wonderboy's old, but Burns probably taking more damage. Wonderboy's younger than his actual fighters. Yeah, I mean Burns gets hit a lot, man, and I think Burns is gonna get pieced up out there. I think Burns is gonna probably get knocked out by Hasbullah coin. Where's Hasbullah coin available? That's hilarious, man. Hasbullah, listen, bro. Hasbullah Abdul Razik, that fight. I wanna do a prediction for that fight. Hasbullah Abdul Razik. I want to see that fight. Like they supposedly already fought, I heard, or something. I have no idea what that, man. That's just interesting stuff. Do I have a street fight story? I have amateur boxing stories. I have backyard fighting stories, but no, I'm not a street guy, bro. I avoid the street fights as much as I can, bro. Common sense before the self-defense, bro. I grew up in the traditional martial arts. I think that most of the value underdog to combine with the parlay is Hardy and Driscus. Google it when you got time. Probably like yeah, I'll look into it, man. I'll look into all of it. I'll definitely check out the cryptos. Hasbullah is the GOAT. Hasbullah, this is turning into the cryptocurrency hour over here, man. We're going deep with the investments. My best, dude, so back in high school, this is a little personal story for you guys watching. I used to actually run backyard boxing fights. Like that was my thing, bro. I'd get people to come. People would show up at my house. The best event ever. There was like 30 or 40 people there. Me as the referee, fighting out of the left corner, right. If you guys, you know what? If you guys are really interested ever, I'll post one of the videos from the backyard boxing days, man. Because there was some fun fights, bro, back then. It was like before street beefs existed. That was it. Like I was before street beefs, but I just never posted it online. We just did backyard fights, you know. You have a 5-5 parlay and you have a no contest on one fight, do you get the money back for the 4 fights? Should just like pass you through. Henry, call out Hasbullah. Yeah, dude, Henry Cejudo does not want Hasbullah. Hasbullah will knock him the fuck out. That's some gang shit. That's funny. What martial arts are my foundation style? So boxing, #1. Grew up boxing. Boxed. I learned how to box at the age of 5, and then like I like consistently I would box for a couple years, and then I started playing basketball, and then I was dove into basketball, but then I did mixed martial arts like as I played basketball, just to keep the hands going, and then did some Muay Thai, but I prefer boxing personally. Some kickboxing. I like kickboxing. Kickboxing is money. Kickboxing is fun. I like it. Especially because I had the natural boxing skills. So these kickboxing guys think they can just kick at you, but if you're in that mid-range, you let the hands fly nicely. Then also I do train jiu-jitsu now. I like no-gi a lot, though. No-gi is my favorite thing to do, man, because doing the gi, no offense to the gi, You would love to see those backyard fights. Please, hey, one day I will upload one. Like, you guys will get a chance. I definitely will. I want to find what I think is the best one ever, and I'll throw it up there, and you guys can watch it. That would be pretty funny, man. The OG days. I just hope they don't try to like give me some type of like trouble for posting that. Be like it's violent content or something, but I don't think they will, because Street Beefs is monetized. Yeah. Do you know what the thing is though? If Anthony Pettis can sleep him, so can Rich. The thing is, you know that the only knockout loss on Wonderboy's record ever, including kickboxing, is against Showtime. Like, Anthony Pettis got the flukiest win ever. It just blows my mind that he got that knockout. Truly blows my mind. Really, it does. I sound pretty well rounded. I believe everybody should learn how to fight for self defense. I'm not saying that I'm the world champion. I don't need to be the best fighter ever. But I know if this fucking douchebag is trying to come out and kick my ass, as long as he's not, really good, I should be good to go. That's my mindset. But I definitely want to keep training the hands for the rest of my life and doing jujitsu, at least semi consistently. But, boxing is my number one passion, though, 100%. Like, training wise, boxing, there's nothing that does it like boxing does. Nothing like boxing. Yeah, I don't think Burns can knock him out, man. I feel like Burns is gonna get picked apart. I appreciate you, Nick Alexander. Sweet words, man. Thoughts on Topuria Hall? You think Topuria can be subbed here? I don't think Topuria gets subbed. Nah, I don't think Topuria gets subbed at all. I think Topuria's money. Dude, Daniel Moreno, you already know, bro. I literally had one size fits all mouthpieces for people that didn't bring mouthpieces. And some of the fights were headgear, some were not. I did notice that as soon as people didn't want to wear the headgear, now all of a sudden everybody was scared as fuck of getting hit. So the quality of the fights dropped. The best fights that we saw back there were with headgear. I'll post them up eventually, man. We'll have some fun with it. I'm interested now. If I know you guys are interested in seeing it, I'll throw it up there. Yeah, I think Topuria knockout. That's what I'm thinking, man. You had Shavkat via submission at plus 1650. Such a good play, man. Good work getting Shavkat by submission. That is great. All by heel hook. I don't know. Reverse TKO. I don't think that. I don't know, man. I think Topuria's game is good enough to fend off the attacks from Hall. Stylistically, it's a matchup that I'm definitely in the favor of Topuria. I just feel like he's a special fighter too, and he's only 24. Man, the world is his oyster. I think that we're gonna see some money plays. JRE 2025. Is that me, JRE 2025? You're saying I'm like the Joe Rogan experience in 2025? Dude, I'm gonna start a podcast, definitely, and we'll be putting it on this channel, and we'll just talk about all things somewhat combat sports based. So it's on the way, man. MMA Experts is the GOAT. Hey, Bruce, you the GOAT, man. Thank you, though, man. I appreciate those kind words. You're great. You're fantastic, actually. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody tuning in live, tuning in on replay. I don't know. Some of the people on replay might be watching this. Some of them might be like, man, this guy's just chatting it up forever. But we'll throw the timestamps out there, especially if you guys are going to go back and rewatch. Topuria played it smart versus Jackson. Wait, Topuria played it smart versus Jackson. No takedowns. Feels a strike. His striking looks crisp. He would choose to stand, in my opinion, KO Hall. I totally agree. I don't think he even needs to risk going to the ground with Hall. Sure, I think there's so much value on him, but I think that, yeah, KO, definitely. Matt Brown beat Wonderboy. How sick is Matt Brown for having that win? Matt Brown's a savage, man. And do you remember when Matt Brown was on that money win streak? That was fire. Matt Brown was the real deal, man. Matt Brown was money. Yeah, Matt Brown beating Wonderboy was sweet. Matt Brown is a savage. Matt Brown is an OG savage. I thought Bruce was the GOAT. Yeah, Bruce Lee, he is the GOAT. I made like 2K at Circa on MMA last night. Yo, congrats on making that 2K, dude. Love your visit stream. Yo, shout out to you, Bruce. Thank you, man. Fight Night Picks, you think they suck? I think they're good guys, man. I can't hate on them. They're doing their best work, man. Fight Night Picks, they're two good kids, brothers. They're Canadian savages. I'm not going to hate on. I don't hate on anybody in the community unless you're a scam artist. But as far as Fight Night Picks goes, they're good in my book, man. Back in the day, I used to try to hit them up. I said, yo, you guys want to collab? But they never were down. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. But never were down. But it's all good. I don't blame them. I don't need to collab with them. They're doing their own thing. So congrats to Fight Night Picks on their huge success as far as their numbers go, man. They got so many subs. There's a lot of goats, my friend. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of goats. Plus 165 Poirier KO. Definitely possible. Oh, you should be crazy happy, man. Yeah, I saw the wrestling stud go down. I picked him. It's funny. I actually DM'd Isaiah Hudkit, and I said, yo, bro, how you going to win that fight? And I felt so bad when I saw him get knocked out. I said, damn, 10-second KO. Because he immediately replied to me and everything. He was like, yeah, bro, I can win by knockout or sub. And he got slept quick. Do you see Bella's? I'm pretty sure Matt Brown has the most KOs. Now, funny part is that he is both. Yeah, it's pretty sick that he knocked out both Lima brothers. He's a savage. MMA fortune teller. Thoughts, I don't know much about him. I've seen his page, but the prediction guys that I like to watch, like outside myself, I talk to UFC gambling addicts a bit. He sometimes is in the live chat occasionally. I follow MMA Guru, and I mean, I don't really watch Fight Night Picks all that often. I look at them sometimes, and I like MMA Lock of the Night. MMA Lock of the Night had me on his show, so he's golden in my book, man. He's a good dude. I like Lock of the Night. Yeah, anytime, dude. You should be super satisfied. You should be pumping because you just cash, bro. It's all about making that dinero, dude. That's awesome that you're doing it. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I'm disappointed that there's no fights this weekend, but I'm also really happy because I have a wedding to be at Saturday. So then I wouldn't be able to, if the UFC was this weekend, I would have been pissed because then I wouldn't been able to live stream that pay-per-view card. But thankfully, the MMA gods have perfectly aligned for MMA experts to be live, man. MMA Guru isn't bad. Fight Night Picks a scam. Does Fight Night Picks charge any price? Like what are they scamming normally? Like what's their thing? Ronnie's MMA is good too. Check him out. Ronnie's MMA. Yeah, I'll check him out. I haven't seen Ronnie before. Have I seen Ronnie? Ronnie's MMA. Let's see. What type of videos does he do? Yeah, Leighton from UFC Gambling Addict. He's a good guy, man. I've talked to him on Instagram and stuff. He's a good dude. Good dude for sure. Ronnie's MMA. Let's see who Ronnie's MMA is, because I might have seen him. Ronnie's MMA breakdowns? Oh, I've seen Ronnie's MMA break. He does all the individual fight breakdowns. Dude, he grinds. Mad respect to Ronnie's MMA breakdowns. He does every individual fight. That's interesting. That's sick. Good man. Barcelos, can't believe he lost. Yeah, Barcelos losing, that sucked. MMA Guru in a bad scam. I get some pulls. Oh, the merch. Well, what, they don't have good merch? Ronnie is an Aussie. Oh, that's what's up, man. Shout out to the Aussies. Yeah, check him out, man. Hey, it's not about the subs. He's on the grind. He's growing. Yeah, I'll check him out for sure. Check out Ronnie's breakdown. That's cool. He does individual, man. I like doing the full breakdowns. I like doing everything. I like doing it all in one show. I used to do individuals a bit, man, but I prefer it. They're good among us all the way. Yeah, we'll you say US all the way. That's funny. The merch, why is their merch not good? What's wrong with the merch from the Fight Night Picks, boys? Honestly, if I sold merch, would you guys be interested in an MMA Experts hoodie or T-shirt? I don't know. It's not like I'm actually in the plans right now or anything. Maybe down the line. I mean, down the line, probably some type of merch or something at some affordable prices, but nothing too crazy. I had value of by decision plus 300. Did I get lucky? Thoughts? Rounds 1 and 3 were close. I mean, I don't think you got lucky. It's just the MMA gods were in your favor. But just the fight games, that's good. That's the fight game. Value of by decision was the money play. So good work on that. The second round was 10-8. Why do Fight Night Picks suck? I don't think they suck, but I don't know. I guess some people don't like that they're all about the branding and stuff. That's fine. Hey, if you don't like them, don't watch them. I'm not gonna bash them. They're trying their best, man. At the end of the day, that game has a lot of good people. The MMA prediction community, like for the most part, I'd say like 95% are good people. Yeah, Gon is built for the championship rounds, and Who's somebody that's not built for championship rounds? Francis Ngannou. I don't know. Their picks are not good. The picks, dude. I don't know. What are their records on the picks, man? I don't pay that. I don't pay enough attention to them. They're big. They're fans of the sport. They're big. I'm just surprised they have a huge following though. They have like 25,000 or something like that. You doing Q&A stream? That'd be cool for you to have. Hey, this is kind of turned into a Q&A stream, man. We had the beginning, and then boom, money. Ronnie saved you from betting Dalby. I switched to means because Ronnie was fun. That's a money play then. I should have never bet Dalby. But I'm not bet Dalby. Excuse me. I should have never picked Dalby. I didn't bet Dalby. YouTuber fights challenge them. I can't. I'm not gonna call them out, man. If they want to call me out, they're free to, man. But if they're doing YouTuber boxing, I'm definitely interested. If the paycheck's there, if they're doing it for free, I'm not interested. There's no point at that point. But if they're paying well, shoot, I'll take a YouTube boxing match. No brainer MMA is pretty funny. The host is Stone. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yo, I like the bicep flex, bro. Shout out Taj. Supposedly, someone said Barcelos was injured. I don't know if that's actually true. Barcelos was so hesitant in the third. He could have landed so much more. Valio's whole body language changed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have a comment on what was going on with Barcelos. He was really underwhelming. We'll see. 2024. Hey, if it's in 2024, I'm absolutely down for it. The MMA prediction guru guys are they're all there's a lot of good dudes in the community, man. But no, I think if I have to fight anybody in the prediction game, I love him, but I would call out Guru. I'm gonna go for Guru, man. I'm gonna have to take him down, unfortunately. He's got the Taekwondo. I got the hands. We'll do one boxing match, one kickboxing match, and I'll knock him out in both. But I love you, Guru. And if Guru's watching, I do love you, bro. But just know, we have to do it. I'm taking you out, Guru. Yeah, I picked Dalby too initially, but switch sides, close fight though. Yeah, it was decent work. Dalby almost he could have got the win, but unfortunately he goes for double underhooks while he gets him rocked. Is anyone betting Conor? It'd be risky to bet Conor, but if you want to have some fun, throw some cash at Conor McGregor. You can do it just to get the adrenaline pumping, but I don't know if it's the most valued bet because I think that fight is 50-50, and if Dustin Poirier's on his money, danger zone. Barcelos was such a letdown. Smooth. It is smooth. I don't know what OSP's game plan is in the fight. I don't think OSP even knows. Dude, I think OSP has an issue at this point. In my opinion, OSP needs to do this. Choose a weight class. Stop bouncing left, right, up, and down. Do you want to be a heavyweight? Bulk up and put on the muscle and become a real heavyweight. You want to be a light heavyweight? Fight a light heavyweight. Minus 1,000 on expert. If you mean British Guru, he's 6'4" heavyweight. Jeez, he's a monster, man. If MMA Guru is 6'4", that's a true scary fight then. That'd be warfare. If he's really 6'4", he's going to have a huge height advantage on me. You got to keep it fair weight classes here. MMA Guru doesn't look 6'4", but if he actually is, that would actually blow my mind because I would guess he's more like 5'8" to 5'11". Shouldn't be 50-50. Conor always wins by decision. You think Conor wins by a decision? I can't see that. I can't. Light heavyweight OSP is way faster. Light heavyweight OSP is where OSP should be. I don't know why OSP. I guess, you know what? I know why OSP takes it. You want to know why OSP takes fights at heavyweight? Because it's not going to get him cut from the UFC, and he's getting paid without a weight cut. As Bruce to go say, he's sick of cutting weight. He definitely is. He missed weight. No cardio. Yeah, he's not the guy. OSP's gone down flat. OSP's definitely at the end. I've watched OSP so long. OSP was 8-4 when I started watching him in Strikeforce, and it's just crazy that I've literally watched this man's whole career since his first 10 fights. Crazy. It's crazy when you watch the game for so long and you just watch the guy's careers go by, man. OSP's done. He should fight for Bellator. Bellator, I think he'd struggle a lot in that light heavyweight division, though, because the guys at the top would be really tricky for him. And I don't think he'd beat Corey Anderson today. I think Corey Anderson would beat him up. I think OSP's best days are definitely behind, not in front. OSP's on the downslope. Please all bet McGregor. Both guys are gonna be game. They can't. No, if one mistake, it's over. I don't know. I don't know about betting Conor McGregor. Within more than just a little bit. I think OSP was a little cocky. I don't think he was cocky, man. I think he just was flat-footed. He was fighting off the back foot too much, and I think that the grappling wasn't there. When's Paddy Pimblett gonna fight and who? I don't know. I don't know who and I don't know when, but now you're making me curious. So, Paddy Pimblett. Let's see if he's got a fight booked. Paddy Pimblett. I love his name. Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett. I'm Paddy Pimblett. I'm the body Paddy Pimblett. I don't even know how he talks, to be honest, but no fight booked yet. Yeah, there's a weight class for a reason. That's the way back in the day. British Guru said he's 6'4" and has won titles in American kickboxing just to settle because he's always touching. That's crazy, dude. 6'4" Guru? Dude, I would not expect Guru to be 6'4". The Guru's done some fights before. I knew he did Taekwondo. I didn't know he did kickboxing. He's 6'4", though? Dude, I wish Guru would make an Instagram or something. I love Guru, though. I got to be 100% honest. Like, straight love for Guru, in my opinion. Like, as far as all the prediction guys go, I get a laugh out of Guru every time. That's crazy. If he really is 6'4", that'll blow my mind. I wish he... Why doesn't he make an IG, man? He's got to get on IG. We got to see more on Guru. But if he is 6'4", then you know what? That's out of the weight class, bro. But at the end of the day, I have to take... If the money's right, we'll still take it. And listen, bro, 6'4", straight boxing then. OSPs go to a different gyms. OSP needs to go to Bellator. OSP needs to just change something up. Hasbulla versus Artem Lobov. Dude, I'm taking Hasbulla knockout round 1. I think he'll sleep Artem. Dude, I love the like joke goat talk with Artem Lobov. It's just hilarious that Artem, I think, has a losing record now at this point. I love Artem though. He's fun. And he was good at one point, but it's just, yeah, much love. You got to love Guru, bro. Hype MMA. I watch some of Guru's stream. I see you in their live chat sometimes, bro. Dude, if he's really 6'4", that is crazy, though, because he doesn't look that tall in the chair. How tall would you guys guess that I am, seeing me sit in this chair right now? What would be the estimate? Whenever Beltran yells stop, I even feel like birds stop flapping their wings. Yeah, it's intense. Beltran's the man. I love him. Yeah, he supposedly has a full head of hair, too. OSP's cardio was done after the first round. Logan Storley is pretty good, man. Rematch with him and Amosa will be fired. Dude, Logan Storley is nasty. Because Logan Storley had a split decision, and you saw the dominant work done by Amosov. OSP needs to go to Bellator. Doesn't need to. Yeah, I don't think he needs to go to Bellator just yet. 5'11", 4'10", 5'3", 5'9". How old is OSP? He's 38. 5'3". Any more guesses on the height, man? Let's see. 5'10". Some interesting guesses, man. I'll let a couple more guesses go in, and then I'll reveal the information. Yeah, ask Guru how tall he is, man. Remember, actually, at least 7 foot, at least 6'4" with extra pounds on him. I think you can get him in those later rounds. You can run around for a bit, dude. If he's 6'4", that's crazy, man. 6'4", that's wild. 5'3", that's funny, dude. I'm 6'7", bro. 6'7", and I'm about 250, 248, really. That's 6'4" extra pounds on him. That's so funny, bro. Guru said he's like 6'2". Dude, he's pretty tall, man. Yeah. 6'2", my height, 6'2". Okay. I like the picks. Oh, Guru doesn't train anymore? You keep at it, man. Poirier will kick McGregor's butt. I'm not gonna curse on here, man. He knows McGregor's cardio does suck after round 1. Then it's all Poirier. Dude, I don't know about if it's guaranteed that Poirier's gonna win, but it's close. Get up, no homo, get up. That's hilarious, bro. No, I'm not gonna stand. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna hit my head on the roof if I stand up, bro. I think that Poirier is gonna have good moments, and I think that so will Conor. And I think the best man shall win it. And honestly, I am so excited to see that fight. Poirier versus McGregor is going to be straight fire action. I'm giddy for that fight just thinking about it. Alan Orango, you're 6 foot. Hey, man. I don't know. I think I'm 6 foot, bro. I think I might be a bit taller. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. Does it sell 1 million pay-per-view buys? Absolutely, it's going to. Absolutely. Luke racist, black or white? Wait, what do you mean black or white? Like, do you mean am I black or am I white? What do you mean by that? I'm picking Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor by knockout. I think Conor McGregor is gonna sleep him. In all seriousness, I'm probably 5'1". Yeah, I'm definitely not 5'1", bro. Come on, man. Not 5'1". But no offense to anybody that is 5'1", man. There's nothing wrong with being 5'1". No, whatever height you're genetically put at, it is what it is, man. 5'1", that's funny. Conor McGregor. If Conor has the performance of a lifetime, can you imagine he just has this outstanding performance and gets the biggest win ever? That would be sick. That would be sick. I think that Conor McGregor should get it back. I think he should. But Poirier can win it. It's like, I think Poirier might shoot again, too. Try to get that takedown, get in his head a bit, get everything flowing in the right direction for him. 6'2". The bets are all around, man. The height picks are all around, man. I already revealed my height, bro. You're 5'6", you're tall. Hey, if you're 5'1", you shouldn't be. Oh, man, don't hate on the 5'1" folk out there. 5'6", so the tallest person. Just got to check the kicks. What do you mean just got to check? Oh, just got to check the kicks. Yeah. Who knows, man? Don't even check them, bro. Vanderlei Silva style. You just eat them and you come forward like a savage. He has been pretty quiet. Wonder who he's training with. I don't know. We'll see. Minus 100, 6'7". That's funny. That's funny. That's funny odds, bro. Minus 100 for 6'7". That's the odds. That's fair. That's fair. Dude, Gervonta Davis was a monster. I feel like these MMA fighters lie about their height, like WWE. Met Dominic Cruz, and I was actually tall for once. That's hilarious. Yeah, I do think the MMA height thing is bad. Like, Jairzinho Rozenstruik was listed at, what, 6'4", and he really is like 6'1". MMA Uncensored. I don't know if you guys follow that, but I just want to, I just looked at a post. Things that we need to happen this year. I want to know if you guys agree. Tyron Woodley KOs Jake Paul. John Jones fights Francis Ngannou. Conor McGregor wins the trilogy. Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington 3. Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz fight on the same card. I think that Woodley does not KO Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul beats him, which is going to suck, but it is what it is. John Jones Francis does not happen this year. Conor McGregor could win the trilogy. Usman and Colby does happen next, and Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz will not fight in the same card this year. I do not see that happening. Biggest win on a parlay. Like plus like 500 money. They don't lie about height. I don't think they care. Yeah, the people behind the stats, I don't know what they're doing with the stats, man. If I was 5'3", I want to be like John Lineker and have that power. Yeah, you would. Romero's listed at 6 foot when he's 5'9". Yeah. Height means nothing. Mighty Mouse is a final. Yeah, height doesn't matter. Height doesn't matter at all, man. Height does not matter, man. Gervonta Davis, he's not a tall dude. He's a savage. The monster. Gervonta Davis turned it up, man. He knew he was a little bit behind, and he said, hey, it's time to shift into turbo. But hey, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Early predictions, so the whole first part of the video was pretty much, the normal takes and whatnot. And then we extended it a bit and chatted up in that live chat. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, you got to smash that like button. You parlay Davis and Loma Moneyline. Oh, yeah, you absolutely hit on those two savages, man. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Little Q&A action. I'll have more videos this week. I definitely want to bring some some heat content, even though we don't have some big fights. We're doing LFA predictions. I know some of you guys will be interested in that. We're doing predictions for CFFC. I know you guys probably interested in that as well. This week is gonna stink. Yeah, it's no UFC, no Bellator. All we got is CFFC and LFA. Irene Aldana will knock out Kunitskaya. I think so. Connor can be very different in a rematch. I know Dustin did KO Connor in a second, but yeah, I think that Connor will come out differently this time. Yeah, Gervonta, he had moments where he was in trouble there. He would have probably ended up losing a decision, but Gervonta Tank Davis comes through. He's a fun fighter. I'm excited to see what's next for him. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the live chat opportunities at the end. I'll definitely make this a more common thing. You know, I'll just come on here and chat it up for a while. I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Love the support, whether watching live or on replay. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you're all watching this on replay and you like to listen to this live chat, thank you all so much. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Keep it locked in at MMA Experts. Thank you all so much, and what a hell of a main event we got in store next week. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video.